So welcome back to the part 4 of this episode. And do subscribe, follow through, like, share. And if you have any comments around what we're discussing or what the conversation is all about, don't stop from dropping what you think will be relevant to any other person who might end up coming to the comment section. Right, so we need you to subscribe, we need you to like, so that we'll be encouraged to keep creating this kind of content all for you and for the next generation. So let's continue. If you look back at 18-year-old Tina making that name change, what would she be most surprised to learn about where you are right now?
Changing the name. Before that, I don't think I will be doing what I'm doing now. That's number one. Because this is a simple life, a girl next door, mommy's girl, and a little bit stubborn, but it's okay. But changing the name drastically changed my view of life, where I am, and things that I'm doing. What I venture into came from that change of name. It transits my pre-name change to now. And I don't know what I could have been doing if they didn't change the name. I have a set mind about what I want to be. You know, I want to be an air hostess, and I dream to have my own plane one time, and in that line, you know, still in business. But I don't think I'll go through all what I've ventured myself into, or what I'm still doing. I don't think I will be 1,000% corporate. So that's the background I have.
Yeah.
And so, but that change of name changed everything for me. It takes me to a different level of life, society, community, mentorship. Believe that what you have in your own way or your own compound is different from other people's. For me, before that time, I'm like, okay, what I'm doing here is pretty much everybody's doing the same thing. I don't know anything about anybody else is going through. I thought our life is just like that. Because at that time, we don't know who's rich or who's poor. We're all the same. And we all have a goal. Simple life. So that changed my life.
So could you say that generally that the pains in our life or the occurrences in our life, that God uses that actually to shape the original person we on this earth to become, or the original you,
or who you're supposed to be.
You were supposed to be.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell us that every occurrence is, irrespective of which direction it's coming from, if you're quiet and just there, particularly because I'd like to go a little bit on that direction, and I just want to believe that, but I don't know, I'm just asking that question now. So I was going to ask that question about how quick were you able to forgive about whatever it is, or do you even know there was an offense in the first place? Because of course you knew there was an offense, or your brother was, with all that you were doing with your brother, saying things like, who knows what they want to come and tell us now. It's an offense already, right? And then I also heard, some of the stories we've had behind the camera, about your relationship with your father and all that. Even when he died, you buried him while you were. Would you want to say to us that one of the things that shaped this entire thing and allowed you to become
what I am today?
Yes, to become is because one, yes, all the happenings, and two, you were able to quickly forgive, pick up your life and look at the broken pieces and see how do we fix this together.
Yeah. What happened and what happened to us, between me and my twin brother, really change our lives. The way we think, even at that age, let's get out of school. It set us in a different motion. It's like maybe, okay, we are now in, we went to the time machine, and boom, this is where we are. This is what we're supposed to be doing. And it changes the way we think about things, about life, about people, about trust, and how we want to live our life. That change, that little thing, is bigger than us. So how best can we deal with it? Is to let it go.
Yeah.
And reshape ourselves. Because I remember that moment when me and my twin brother went on that tree to sit down. We might be young, but it set a tone of what direction we are going to go. Until today, it's still in me.
Wow.
Either I talk about it to people, which I don't, nobody actually really know. But it's the forces that drives me every day. So when I see family fighting, when I see women talking, or when I see a young girl, so I look at it differently. Or like before, I look at it differently. I reason with it. I try to find solution quick. I explain to the woman what if you empower yourself with education or this, and that's what off the record that we were talking about earlier. When I was in US, I have A, B, C, D certificate. I still have them. It's not for me. When a woman comes to America without a job, I know the feeling. You have people back home looking up to you, and you don't have a job yet, and what are the things that you needed to do to have this job? I'll give them the certificate. I'll go and get the job and let them do it. I don't even know where some of my certificates are today, because I already left and go.
Wow.
When somebody says, "Oh, I want my wife is I want to marry somebody, she's in Nigeria," and things like that, it's not the kind of person that I want to marry. And I just look at it, what can I do?
To help.
Yeah. It was easy at that time. I gave my passport for that person to come to America. It was easy at that time. I can't try to do that again.
No, yeah.
So, because I'm trying to fill the void, what I went through. So that changed everything for me. How I behave, what I do, how I want things to be done, who I want to be, and who is my friend. Yeah, it is.
I like that you are such a strong connector, like the river who made you. The river I refer to is God.
Yeah.
Right. So I like your flow, with the way you've done things, even with all the things that happened to you and stuff like that. There are more, of course, we know. Because we've had some of this conversation behind whatever. But before I ask you my last question for the day, can you give a quick advice to maybe, okay, let's keep it cool. The both side. I don't want to say give advice to the women and then we're not talking about the men.
Both sides.
Yes, both sides.
It takes a village.
Yes, it takes an entire village to raise a child.
Yeah.
So 3 simple advice to these 3 categories of people who was very important to God. And also, of course, we're the people who makes the society. Inside this out of these 3 people, we have nothing. So I need to speak to men who are going to become father, or who are already in the becoming, or who have made some grievous mistakes. How do you advise them to return back home? Right? So I know people who have returned with so much dent. In fact, they are causing more harms to the children they've returned to. I know somebody who has been in America for as I heard, 32 years. And you're still returning, thinking you left out the same chick you left. Of course, she's still very naive because she's not informed. But she has raised children who look at the man and are like, who is this? 32 years. So what's our business? So, a man like that who has even come to realize himself yet.
Hasn't grown.
Do you understand at what age? Right. That's one. So we need to speak to, based on what you have gone through yourself and your brother, and maybe how you were able to manage your father at the end of the day and stuff like that. So give us advice, because I know he had his own pain too at the end of the day, because it looks like you mentioned off camera, he had a loss on also the other family he was building, because there were lies all over the place. You lied to this other family, the new family, to build this one. So when you now build this one, you have to lie to this one to go and recover this one. At the end of the day, there's a lot of loss. But we thank God for souls like you who stayed. I said, okay, if you're losing, I want to stay and make sure that, you still have a life at the end of the day. So that's one. Second one is for the women who are struggling alone, raising children, right? I did the same. I raised my children. This is like 14 years or 15 years. I have my own stories too, and stuff like that. And, when you were telling me stories about how you raise your children, I was like, oh, I thought I was crazy. I thought I was crazy the way I was handling my children at the point, but I think you say more crazy. Sorry, permit me that word. So, but I needed to advise women, particularly single mothers, now, or even who are in a relationship, but you are busy hanging on the man, and then maybe because the man is not available or the love is no more there, your children are being punished for. So both ends, and then finally to the children. This is not my final question. I still have one more question. But finally, to the children, we have young people who are lost of their identity. They have a lot of very confused identity. They don't even know what is what. Who is my father? Who is my mother? And even when it looks like they have both of them, I say this because I know I have teenagers I have really young people I've worked with who are all grown. Some of them are finding their footing, but of course, some hasn't found yet. And I remember a parent who called me one day. She was screaming about wanting to return one of her boys, the two of the boys, back to their father. She had other children, but she was busy. I want to return them back to. I said, sorry, the church has taken over this one. He said, no, she was asking for transport to take them back. That seeing the child, she's going to kill the child. She was telling me, this is a teenager. Of course, you're frustrating this boy's life. So we've done everything that you wanted. We've advised the boy, okay, make sure you do this for her. The woman will keep calling. But you know what? Thank God that we stayed on this young man, right? I use the word we because, we stayed on this young man. And you see that woman's life. The few times I saw her, I just asked her, how are you doing? So I said, you're looking good. You're not just looking good. This same child brought you to the same church that has transformed his life. And this is you. Looking good with other children. She's happy now. I don't know what changed, but I know God changed a lot of things. Particularly because that boy found his footing. With all the struggles, people don't know these back end stories. You might see them together like that as other friends are there. You're like, you don't do that. But I knew what he was going through there. He was doing all he could just to eat, and stay off from his mother. We shouldn't be that kind of parents. Whatever it is. So I needed to advise, give a word from your experience to young people, to
the man, the woman.
The women, yes. And we'll take the last question.
Thank you. Wow. In life, we all must have a story. And we all have a place that we're coming from. I don't care if you're rich or you're poor. You're coming from a place.
A place.
Either you let the place determine who you are going to be, or you determine who you want to be and how you're going to handle the situation.
Sure.
This goes to our men. When they say many comes from a broken home or many comes from a lovely home, but because of how they are using the situation to deal with themselves, they get into different things. And if you are, it's not the age that makes you mature.
Yeah.
It is you. If you reason and bring yourself back to yourself, you will be able to handle whatever situation it is. You're not going to let your situation determine who you are. This is Akin. This is the situation. The situation doesn't have a name, but you have a name. Protect the integrity of that name. Do the best you can do. Because you don't have money now doesn't mean that your woman will now become a punching bag, or will now become a radio that you can talk to because she cannot refuse. You cannot talk back to you. No. And besides, our men, Many of them are dying faster than the women. Because of what? It's best known to them. You don't take care of yourself. You leave yourself with a whole lot of atrocity. You think you're the king of the king of the king.
Loneliness, yeah.
But share. Because you are empty inside of you, you cannot find the meaning to your own world. Yeah. You take it out on the other woman, on the other one, on the other one. You take it out on the sweet soul. Maybe the sweet soul is the one that's going to put the sand on your grave. You have to come back and reason. I am not your problem. She's not your problem. Your problem comes from many facts that you need to reason with. If you are not close to God, please find a bench and sit down and make it your church. Be close to God. If you cannot go to church, whether you're ashamed, you cannot pay the fee or you cannot do this. Find God in any way that you are. And let God deal with your problem. Do not let your problem deal with you. I always thought to God, I say, please give me the money that I can control. The money that I can send to do things. Don't give me the money that will control me. The money that will tell me to go and slap and do this and do that.
Yeah.
God, Father, Lord, do not give me that kind of money. Help me manage my problem because you created me. I did not created this problem. And if I did, please give me the tools. Either with human being, either with job, either with something. But stay positive and believe in you. Who are you going to believe in if you don't believe in you first? Can you believe in me?
No way.
You cannot trust me, you cannot believe in me if you cannot trust you and believe in yourself. And that is what is missing with many of our men. They take their problem on their head. Yeah. I have headache. Oh, you are disturbing me. Why? A man died in a city bus. When he entered the bus, he told the conductor, I don't have change. Don't bother my life. I have enough for today. Before we get from one stop to the next stop, this man already died. Right in that bus. Nobody knows the struggle. Nobody knows what he's taking in his head to enter the bus. But why would you let your problem be the factor that controls you? It shouldn't be so. If you don't know how to write or you don't know the habit of writing, start writing your problems down.
Yes.
When you write it down, when you use your head, your mind, your soul to write things down, let me tell you, solution will come.
Yeah.
Your woman is not your problem. She wear this, she doesn't listen to me, she doesn't this, she stay. We are women, we will talk. But you must know how to manage it. That's why God gave you that 9 bone to manage us. Punching today, punching tomorrow is not going to solve the problem. It will make it harder, it will make it worse. Well, if she's gone, you'll be left with the problem that you're fighting for. She will die, right? She's gone, but you still have the problem. And when you bring up another one will bring on another problem for you too. But if you manage you, any problem that's coming around you can manage. My brother, my daddy, my uncle, my brother, my friend, my boyfriend, my husband, manage your problem. It is not so like yesterday, you have to buy a house, you want to show your friend, you want to show somebody. Please show yourself who you are first. Building a big house or driving that Lexus or driving that G-Wagon doesn't solve your problem. It's still adding to it because, you have to struggle to find money to manage that car. Or more. If you don't have it, there's another problem. True. So the woman is not your problem. The woman that's carrying your child is not your problem. That child that comes to the world is not your problem. It's a solution that God gave you.
Ben.
Some people are fighting, paying so much money to have that what you have. But because he gave you on the platter of 100 sperm at one time, shoot, one wing. And now you now make it your problem. Why? If you have to double your hustle, find another job, do what you have to do. But finding another girl with another girl in the house is not going to solve the problem. We are not your problem. You are your own problem. You need to master your problem and take it up. Well, for my sisters and my mothers and my aunties right there, and my younger girls, it is time for you to reshape your life. If it's going back to school, can solve it for you. Find a way to go back. There's technical school, there's this and that now that's available. If education can change anybody, anybody can take education. Go back to school. Reshape your life. Because you are selling something by the bus stop, you are selling food, you are doing this, that doesn't determine the end of your life. Maybe that's just the beginning. But you're going to have to sit down. Sit down. Think better. Look at yourself in a different form. Look at yourself as a rich woman. What would you do? Project yourself like, yes, I have millions. Do never put yourself down. The moment you put yourself down, inside of you, might not say it out loud, but the moment you start putting yourself down, oh, you are going down. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
You understand? If changing your environment is what you need to do, find money, change your environment. Selling yourself today, selling yourself tomorrow. It has a receipt, and it's coming. Everything we do have a receipt in this life. But please, never doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself because you have a little child in your hand. You have 3, you have 4. Never doubt yourself. I've seen a mother with six children had to go back to school in this Lagos.
Wow.
Open university on Saturday and Sunday to change their life. Find other means, all the means that you can use to change yourself. You should see yourself like, I can be this fine babe, I can be this, I can do this. You can, and you can do more. And I'm talking to our youth now. You can do more. You have the tools now. You have all the tools now. When we are growing up, we don't have computer, we don't have all this. We can't do business, we have to go and find a shop. Now you can do 1,000 business in one place. You have all the gold now. Harvest your gold. Nurture your own brain. Delete yourself from friends that is not moving you forward. Delete your friend from anybody that's not moving you from A to B. You can be better than where you are. I love what Lagos State is doing now. If you impregnate a girl, you will board that girl or sanwo or she gbogbo to ma fi bímọ.
For real?
Yes.
So
it's not like I give back. You go and shoot when you are not Arsenal or Chelsea or whatever.
Man, you.
That you now say, okay, goal is goal. I don't care.
I care.
You are now going to be responsible. I love that fact that Lagos State is doing that now. You are going to be responsible for that child, for that woman pregnancy, and when she gonna born pikin now, and they now do DNA, and the DNA is now your own 99.9% yours. Congratulations. You must be responsible for that. We don't know which child is going to be there for our last day. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes you. A village can be in your head. A village can be you to raise that child. You cannot continue to neglect your responsibility and continue to blame a woman. You have 1 kid, you have 2 kids, you have 3 kids, and you continue to relate your problem to her. Let's move away from that. Passing responsibility is not solving your problem.
So back to the young people who might already be in this mess.
My Gen Z, my Gen Z, my Gen W, she's Z, the last one. There's still going to be another one after you, maybe Gen A+.
The alpha.
You understand?
Yeah.
Young guys needs to slow down. Don't look at all the picture because you live in a life of flame, flash, fire. It's all that. Let me take off my wig now and see. Let me take off my glasses now and see. It is me, the real me. Don't look at all the glam light and think it's all that. You see how many stars are dying suddenly? You see how many stars that are divorcing, leaving their home, in court cases, in this and that. If they're that perfect, like the screen projected them, will you think they'll be having cases? Do you think they'll be having issues with financial? Come back home to yourself. Respect your elders. Respect begets respect. Trust your parents. Some take their word, manage their word, find your own, and take it. You can say, okay, yes, they don't know me, I'm living my life. Leave it. But, my dear, my sweetie, my sugar pie,
Oh my.
all my life, find that truth within you and tell yourself the truth. Am I at the right place that I want myself to be? When they take out all the glam, all the whatever, and move it away, can I look at myself and say, yes, this is me? Let's come back to reality. Let's speak the truth to ourselves. Let's take away the glam light. You want to be a professional this, you want to be a professional that. Move yourself forward. What do they say? The leaders are not giving us space. The leaders are not giving us time. What are you doing to be in that place? If you want to be a party person, get into that party person. Sit down with them. When you know their trick, you can out them. But when you don't know when they talk, you can say things. But you need to walk in their shoe and get in that house first.
Understand
That's for
system.
me. If it's a party thing that you want to be, find a party that suits you. Join that party. Learn the rope. Learn the rope. Oh. Learn the rope. When you master the rope, you can out them. They are the one going down. You are the one springing up. Right? You have more. The one that's going down, that doesn't have that much. You that are coming up, there's going to be a time where you are going to be coming down. And
Another group will coming up. Yeah.
Reshape your life. Throw the friends that are not making difference in your life. Lead them by the road. Don't fight them. But you must be realistic with yourself as things are going on. You have more resource than us.
At your disposal now. Yeah.
You have more resource. You can go to school online. Hello. You can do your business
Anything,
online. Hello. You can make money online. You
In
can
one
make
room.
money while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
My father doesn't have that opportunity. He had to wake up in the morning and say, go to school, go to work, get that paycheck, clock the time card before he can get paid. You can be in your own home and be making money.
All that.
So you have all the resource. If you don't know, use that thing in your hand. Google, write anything you want. Find any information you want.
Yeah.
It is at your own disposal. Your future lies in your hands.
With you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you very much. I do appreciate this advice. And I think I really feel like ending my entire question here because you've said it all, even the questions I'm about to ask. And so you know, the Salvador Tina Ololade, her career spans through criminal justice reform and mental health advocacy, right? Of course, also a woman leader or who helps women to get ahead with whatever it is that they want to do. So she's not just giving this advice in the place of just talking or something I've read. This is part of the work. She has walked the walk, right? And she has done the things that needs to be done. She has seen different stuff. She has her stories. She has been able to deal with, different circumstances and help people get out of, whatever it is that they were in and stuff like that. So she's speaking from a place of depth. And I really need you to watch through this entire conversation to understand where we are coming from. And like I said earlier, comment if you have anything to say. Questions can be open. You can always reach us to ask questions, and you want to reach out, we can always send questions to her in the area you think is very important to you and you want her to also respond to. Remember, she owns TOS Educational Foundation, where you get different informations around those things. So you can always reach out to her and stuff. So of course, and she's also in the politics game, doing what she knows how to do behind scene and all that. But this brings us to the end of this entire conversation, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of this part. Clock in and watch with us. Thank you. My name is Oge Okoli as I end this show today. Thank you.